Welcome back, Angels. It's your West Coast Bells, and we're back with the review for P Valley, episode number 5. And I'm Ty.
And I'm Misha. And if you haven't already, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for your bells, all right?
Please hit the bell for your bells. Okay. So they come in on this episode with some dude talking down on Mississippi. Doing a little dance for him or whatever, but he basically acting like he don't want to pay her and like talking mess about her like she shouldn't be dancing or she's better and he's better, whatever the case may be or whatever he thinks it is. I'm not sure. Um, Mercedes comes up and checks him, basically. Mercedes says, pay her money. You in here, you probably ain't even got no money. He's like, I got plenty of money. And she like, well, give her money. Because he was saying all kind of stuff about how she didn't need to be doing it. And I'm not gonna go into his character too much because he doesn't really deserve it. But let's just say this. He was talking down on her, he got checked. He threw her money down on the floor after Mercedes said pay her. And Mercedes like pick that shit up. He acted like he didn't want to pick it up. So Diamond came up. Once again, he's protecting the girls. He's always protecting them. I really love his picture. So he comes up and he like pick that shit up. He snatch it up and snatch him around the neck and hold his throat for a second until he said, okay. And made him hand her money right. Thank you very much. So Mercedes starts talking to Mississippi, and she give it to her real. And she like Keyshawn, because that's Mississippi real name. She like Keyshawn. Don't ever let that nigga put his weight up on you. Basically saying, don't let nobody talk down on you. Period. Especially somebody that's gonna be paying another chick for some hooch later on. So don't let
Wait a
nobody talk
minute.
down on you.
I can barely.
You can barely hear me?
Yeah. No, I can hear you really good, but like is something going on with the audio where it seems kind of muffled?
It seems muffled on your end, or
Yeah.
does
Okay.
it
No.
seem
No. There you go. There you go.
okay? Are you sure we're good?
It seems muffled on your end,
I knew you just wanted me to pause for a second. Okay, so here you go again. So after she said that, after she gave her the little pep talk, they actually go into the theme song for the show. Down in the valley where the girls get naked, we love.
Hey, don't dare they now they gonna shake it.
So then they actually do the opening for the episode with Autumn pouring a bunch of liquor or something into the tub, and she throw all of her money in there. It's like she washing her money or something. All this money that she getting from all over the place. We're not gonna talk about that. That comes up later in the episode too. Um, she washes all the money in all of this liquor and stuff in the tub. And then she goes to the bank and she talking to a salty ass banker. She like, I guess one of my clients, my customers spilled spilled liquor on my money. And she said, you know how it is for us new girls. And the girl says, yeah, me and my husband do. Salty. So her husband be going to the strip club against her.
Basically, yes.
Okay. Yes. He paid a girl, so whatever. That's your man. You decided to marry him just because he go to the club. That's not her fault. Now cash her money and do your job.
Please.
Oh, stinking ass banker lady. Then they go to the Chuckalisa Challengers dancing, and they show Mercedes talking to the realtor about the gym after that. And the realtor, she started acting kind of funny, basically, once she realizes what Mercedes is trying to open the gym for, because at first she was like, "Oh, these Chuckalisa people ain't gonna work out," and then and Mercedes was feeling like, "No, I'm talking about my girls. I'm talking about my dance team." But
Mhm.
ultimately, she ended up saying to her that you're selling an experience, not an actual product, which I understood where she was coming from. But when she said that to Mercedes, Mercedes lit up like, oh, if it's anything I know about, it's selling an experience. And the look on her face told me that she knows how to sell an experience and knows how to find somebody to buy the experience. So, that was cool, a cool little exchange that they had where the realtor lady kind of got checked. And then the realtor lady fell right in line, was like, well, I would charge 250 instead of 200 per girl. Because if they're gonna have a good experience, you might as well make them pay what you worth. I was like,
Right.
okay, give her the game, give her the game. And
Give
that's
it
a
a
lot of what's going on in this here show. I see a lot of game being given away to the girls, and I really like that too, because a lot of people be like, the game is to be
to
told,
be
not
told, not told.
so
Yes.
so. But the people that really do well in the game are the ones that give up. So anyway, that's another story.
No, 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 no.
Don't ask me how I know. So the realtor, like I said, she was still being and told her she need her down payment by the next day, tomorrow. So then they show that no good ass mama of hers. That no good mama. She at the bank, she getting the money out. They give her like a cashier's check or something for 20,000 some odd dollars, which is obviously Mercedes money. The next scene, Get 'em Gidget is showing Autumn how to work the pole. And I really like that. Like I said, it's a lot of game being given in this whole show. The girls be teaching the girls. Uncle Clifford be teaching the girls. The girls be going back to Uncle Clifford. Like, it's just the whole dynamic between everybody seems very family like and family oriented. I know it's not always like that at every strip club that you go to. I know for the most part, a similar dynamic exists within the club, even if it's not everybody that experiences it. Excuse me. I'm sorry. So then, Uncle Clifford comes in, or Mississippi comes in with her baby. Is it me, or does she always have the baby at the club? I mean, where grandmama at? Excuse me. Where is grandma? Normally, it'd be a grandparent or auntie or somebody that can keep the baby. Why is this baby always at the strip club? Why is this baby being raised at the strip club? Now, I'm not judging her or anything. I'm just trying to figure out where her support system is. Because for the most part, the people that I know at least have some level of support where they can take the baby somewhere while you at work. I know it's harder when you have a nightlife,
Yeah,
but
I
still, it would seem like it would be a little bit easier because at least the baby's going to be asleep. So I'm just trying to figure out where is her actual support system within her family, or what's going on with that.
I all I know is that when it comes down to it, if you don't have anyone to watch your kids or to be there for the baby or whatever, I think that it's good that
That within her job she can actually take the baby to work.
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah. And I can understand that too. I mean, at least she can actually go in and make her money. um, I can say this within most corporate jobs, you can't take your kid to work. You can't take your baby to work and somebody grab your baby and be like, "No, I got you," while you go crunch these numbers, or while you talk to the client, or
Right.
while you solve this difficult problem as to why this shit keep breaking every other week. Sorry. Why does this shit keep breaking? But anyways, yeah, with most jobs like that, you can't have some that level of support. So that is actually a support system in itself,
Yes.
and it is to be appreciated. So I guess we can look at it that way.
Yes,
Um,
it is.
Uncle Clifford comes in, after Mercedes come in with her baby. Uncle Clifford comes in and he have a quick chit chat with the girls. He do some little cute with the baby and play with the baby like he Uncle Clifford for real. And that's real cute and real cool. Like I said,
Yeah.
it does seem like a family dynamic, and they seem to care for each other, even though there is some salt being thrown here and there. But he takes Autumn to the back to go talk privately real quick. Um, and while he does that, Get 'em Gidget and Mississippi have a little quick chat about what's happening with the casino because apparently Mississippi done overheard some tea and she done been grabbing the intel and she's
Yes.
talking about it now with Get 'em Gidget. So meanwhile, in the back, while they're talking about that, Uncle Clifford is back there talking to um, Autumn, and he ends up disclosing the fact that he has some debt for the club because she asked him about if he was going to get paid for the casino. And in that exchange, because he said the casino, if the casino expands into their property, um, she was saying you should get paid. You own the property, right? And then she was like, "Oh my God, don't tell me you don't own." It was like, "Yeah, I own it. I just owe them money. I just owe some people the money right now. That's all. Somebody let me know something. Get back to me." He just gotta, somebody let him hold something and he gotta give it back. That's all. So they go to Andre talking about the casino deal. And lo and behold, in the meeting is Mayor Lydell Ruffin. Oh, I think that's what they said. Ruffin. And it turns out to be his father, is my understanding. And they're talking about the whole thing about opening up the casino. They're all in on it. Andre, the mayor, and the person that they're doing the deal with, which is, I think his name was Bill, but we'll just call him the white guy on the laptop on the video call. So they're on the video call with the white guy, and he they Andre basically lets them know that the pink might be a problem because they have an owner that's there that's active and their business is active. And his daddy looked at him like, "Why do you say that?" So um, what he ultimately ends up saying is that it's not going to be a problem. He's basically going to institute a few more ordinances that will force them out of their business. Now, this is a sore subject for me because I've seen this happen in Black communities and small communities. You'll have a more commercial property come in and actually force the city to try to close other small businesses that are around, specifically with Elks Lodges. Yes, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it out loud. um, I've seen them be targeted with all types of citations, frivolous lawsuits, bullshit claims from the police and the city. And they actually close, and even the VFW post, and they actually close these locations down just so that they can whitewash the neighborhood and bring in these other businesses to try to make the neighborhood, in their eyes, they say better, but they have to make the Black neighborhood better by closing Black business. That doesn't really jive well with me. It doesn't make sense to me. But that is a whole nother video, and I'm not gonna go up there. Nebu Nebu.
Neighbor, neighbor. But speaking of Elks Lodge's daughter Carla said, now sing that little P Valley tune. Down in the valley where the girls get naked.
Hey,
In you throwing bands, you know they gonna shake it.
I love it. Look, my best friend sent me a message talking about some where my plate hooked. Wait, I'm like, I got it. Hold on.
She said, y'all
That
both
was
looking
fine,
good
'cause
tonight. You both sisters. Oh, thanks, Carla.
oh, we love you too, daughter. You know what? I have a few people in my life that I really truly care about and love, and that I think are genuine people. and Carla is one of them. She is a sweetheart. She is awesome, amazing, just a really nice person inside and out. We clicked from the very day that we met, and on top of that, she's a raider.
Right. There's nothing better than
Raiders.
Raiderettes. There's nothing
Put
better
that out
than
there.
Raiderettes.
No
There's
matter what they
nothing better than a Raiderette.
what
Okay.
So after they're in this meeting talking about how they're gonna do the pink dirty, the mayor who is in with the city, like I said, this happens all the time in Black communities. You guys got to watch out for this. It happens all the time. You talk to people and they'll tell you these businesses that are in Black communities don't just close just like that. They go through a bunch of crap with the city, finding them and bringing up bull BS claims, and they force them out of the community a lot of times. Now, I'm not saying that this is what happens every time. I'm saying that it happens often enough for us to pay attention to it.
Well, yeah, that's the definition of gentrification.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
What happens. And I said whitewash gentrification, however you want to.
and when I say gentrification, if anybody doesn't know what gentrification is, if you've ever seen the movie Boys in the Hood, where Furious Styles brought the kids down to the corner and showed them, you know, he's like, look, they depreciate the neighborhood, and then the old man say, "That's you, y'all doing that? That's y'all, that's y'all." And then tell us what they do. They tear down the neighborhood, and then they rebuild the neighborhood, and they resell it to the people that were already living in the neighborhood for a higher price.
Double the price. Yes, yes. And I could give you another example of that with an Elks Lodge, but I'm not gonna do that right now. That's a whole nother video. But yeah, let's move on with the commentary. So the city is basically trying to force the pink out so that they can make money off the land.
Right.
The mayor, this is what really got me when the mayor dismissed the assistant and was like, he said, "Bitch, just go." Because at first he was like, can you go get me some, basically trying to make something up, and she was like, "Some what?" And he was like, "Bitch, just go." Lydell Ruffin, listen, I just hope and pray that his fate plays out in the show and that we're allowed to see it. I feel a scandal coming on for him in jail time because he seems like one of those crooked ones. No, I'm serious. And
it's real.
just I hope they write. Listen, stars producers of P Valley, please write this in there. Lydell Ruffin, involved in a major scandal, gets jail time. Okay. I know y'all heard me.
It's gonna happen though, because you didn't even have to say that, because that was already coming.
It was coming.
Because you just don't be that way on national TV without living out your faith.
Right.
And everything in the universe that's coming back to you that you put out there.
It's true. So Andre and his daddy Lydell, they leaving each other. And he says to Andre, "Keep your dick out the pig." You know, if daddy don't know nothing, he know. Remember Furious? Like you said. Remember Furious?
Oh, come here.
Come here.
Come here.
So he told him keep his dick out the paint. And he just looked at his daddy like this. Like, okay.
What, daddy?
Okay, daddy.
What, daddy?
They go from that scene to showing Mercedes making a call to who I believe was her daughter. You know, the daughter you talked about in the last episode. And she doesn't answer the phone, but she was looking at her picture, and then she got her voicemail. And you know that, like I said, showed the mother side of her. Even if she gave her daughter up to be raised by someone else, she's still a mother, you know. And you don't lose that connection just because your daughter is not physically with you. Um, when you have a child, no matter what happens or where the child goes, that child is always with you and will always be, unless you are out of your mind, like maybe on some sort of drug, or mind alter. And if you're in a mind altered state, that's the only way that you could bear a child and actually give birth and not have the child connected to. Look, Carla said raid, or that's my boo. See what I'm saying? But that's the only way that you could not be connected to your child, is if you're in a state where your mind has been altered entirely. So, you know, let's just keep that in mind. I mean, people always look down on mothers that don't have their kids, but if she carried the child, she carries the child still within.
Carla
Just within.
said, she said, I'm gonna go gamble tonight. If we hit, we gonna open our own P Valley.
I'm in. I'm in.
I'm
I'm
here for it.
in.
I'm here for it.
I love a good beat battle, and I love the strip club. So we can go
Yes,
make some friends,
yes,
change some people's lives immediately.
definitely.
Um, so they leave out of there. Like I said, she makes a call to her daughter, doesn't get an answer. She's looking at the picture, a little somber moment in her motherhood. They go to the mama singing in church, and she start out at first like she about to sing. And so she started preaching. She let the song go, and she started preaching. Now we talked about this the first episode. She wants to preach. She want to be on the
Oh,
pulpit.
she want the pulpit. She want the pulpit.
She want pulpit action.
She want the pulpit.
She want pulpit action, and I just don't understand what's going on with this mama. She seemed like she has some level of some sort of mental illness.
Yes,
Um,
great.
she really seems to check out at times, and nobody is noticing. Nobody's addressing the real issue.
Nobody seems to saying anything. Even her own daughter is just ignoring the fact that
That she
mama seemed
crazy.
crazy. That mama seemed crazy, and I don't have
Somehow,
nobody else to talk to about this. But mama seemed a little crazy. Carla said that mama is a hot mess. Mama is a hot mess with mess on top.
yes, is it
She's
me?
not right. She is not right. She's not okay.
And they're not talking about it, and they're not saying anything about it. So I'm gonna stay out their family business, but I hope that y'all give Mama, what's her name, Woodbine, some help. Mama Woodbine needs some help. And you know, I said that no good whole ass Bible thumping heifer before in the other episode, and I meant that.
Hey,
But today we gonna talk
Sika.
about Woodbine.
Say hey, y'all.
Oh yeah, girl, this is the episode that you saw. We are talking about episode
4.
4. Look, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, Mama up there, she started preaching, and preacher take her to the back and try to get her together. And she ends up saying, "Oh, well, you said you was gonna try me out in the pulpit. Is that what you tell all of your church hoes?" I was like, "Oh, now the truth coming out.
Oh,
Go on, give us see. You
let
better
us know you down to the church sucking on booty.
She been up there sucking on
Yeah,
past.
sucking on booty,
Yeah.
sucking on past.
Mhm. Girl,
Okay,
I knew Mama
you know
Woodbine
what
was
you
doing
doing?
something she ain't had no business doing. I knew that from the day that
Yeah,
I met her and her ass was a hoe. I told you. I told you, because it's always the ones that act like they not no hoe no more. That still be a hoe for real. You know,
you
hoes for real.
better believe it.
It's a
You
group.
better believe it.
Swinging group. Oh, it's
Okay,
real.
we
So
selling, we
he
selling
said,
pies.
the
We
con
selling
man,
pies.
right? Pastor Con Man, he goes ahead and tells the truth, and he's like, "Don't no woman had no business behind no pulpit." And that's something that I was actually taught in the church that
Yes.
I had been in. You remember?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna put y'all on blast right now. We'll say that.
Ooh, that was terrible. It was a terrible church
But
to go
listen,
to.
but they did
That's
go to
a
scripture.
business term.
They did go to scripture that says that a woman is to keep silent in the church, and that she's basically only to ask for prayer. I'll give you the book chapter and verse later, but this is not a sermon. That's in there though. If you want to know and you think I'm lying, you Google a woman. The woman should keep silent in church, and it'll bring it up for you. But I'm not no pastor and I'm not religious, so I ain't gotta give you a book, chapter, verse. You kiss my ass. So I ain't gotta give shit. You read it for yourself. But that's real. It does say that women's supposed to be quiet in church. That's just, like I said, it's a whole. That's too much to unpack, and it's too much to talk about. So I hate that I brought that up. But we were talking about church, just Bible thumping, how here. So we're gonna get
Well,
back on
Funny
track.
said he loves, and Sika said, her whole tendencies are active. Boom, 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 boom,
Hey,
boom. Yes.
I ain't mad at her.
Yes.
I'm not mad at her. I'm not mad at her. I love a woman who say explore her sexuality freely. You know what I'm
And
saying?
once
But
again,
you gotta
to
be
all of our angels, if you have ever commented, liked, or subscribed to the West Coast Bells, you are one of Belle's angels. And that's just the way it is. You cannot help it. You are one of them. And we love you for it. So if you haven't, like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell for your bells. Okay? Go ahead, girl.
so we're gonna get off the church show and the con man and move along to the fact that they go back to the paint. And one of Mercedes' regulars is gifting her, and he's giving her a little something for her neck, and it was a cute little emblem of her name, diamond studded. That was cute. I was like, okay. He said, yeah, you get more than this. I'm like, okay, well, show her, honey, because houses speak louder than words. But anyway, they go back to the dressing room and they gossiping about the pink clothes or whatever. Mercedes walk in looking like a bag of money and that sparkling number that she had on. Girl, it was like some type of crystal thing, that a crystal bra, but her nipples was coming through. You think they got it in my size? You think they got it in my size?
Let me see. You know what? For sure, they gotta have any
Custom. We'll just get it custom. It just costs a little bit more. Take a little more material.
customized.
Girl, but you know something I really like about this show? They all have the cutest little perky little titties and they look real. You know what I'm saying? I believe that they real titties. It's like real strip club titties, like young titties. Like 20. Remember our 20-year-old titties? You know what I'm talking about, pre-baby.
Other than the ones that I seen out, like it's this girl. Okay, she done put
Chewed
some
up
on
bubble gum. We not
TikTok.
talking about chewed up bubble gum. We
She
talking
done
about
put
the
some on TikTok. Okay, and it is too funny. It just is. It's funny. It's. I mean, I don't know.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're gonna move past there and we're gonna go to Mercedes back in the dressing room where I just said they were. She had walked in with the sparkly number on, looking just so yummy, delicious. So she started talking to him, and she telling the girls, y'all need to stack your money and get them. Get you just like what? The club ain't good enough for you. And she was like, your mammy will tell you that you can't strip forever. Ooh, so what that statement said to me is that Get 'em Gidget Mama was a stripper, and that Mercedes kind of did just put her on blast and give her a smooth little read. And that also told me that Get 'em Gidget might want to check herself before she decide to come for somebody like that again, because
Yes,
um, she
yes.
definitely got read very quickly and very smoothly, and was like, "Yo, mama will tell you that you can't strip forever." Just in case you didn't know. Ooh, honey, that was a lot. So I mean, that's what I pulled from that.
Sika
But
said her outfit was sexy as fuck. She said,
yeah,
I want one. I want one. Me
you
too.
could rock it too. You could rock it, Sika. You
Spark-
could, honey.
Give me
Yes, you have that
sparkly.
vibe.
Give me all sparkly.
So moving right along, they go to an outside scene where Andre pulls up and he sees Autumn out there, and he confronts her about stealing his that information from his computer and relaying it to the people. And he basically was like, "I knew I shouldn't have trusted no stripper. He went there. He went there." But you
Right.
wasn't saying that before. You wasn't saying
Right.
that
When
shit
you was hanging
before.
up on your wife to talk
Right.
to
When
a
you was nutting
stripper.
on your stomach, how about
When
that?
you was busting that on your that toothpaste and water
So then
concoction
he
on
not
your
only goes there, he says, you need to go home and take care of your child and stop being out here trying to be a thought and all this shit that he said to her to try to break her down and talk shit to her. Go home and be a mother. And she breaks down. Um, he consoles her. He knows that what he said was below the belt. He doesn't know why yet, but he knows that what he said was below the belt. Anytime you attack a woman's motherhood, no matter where you coming from,
yes,
it's
you're
below the
gonna
belt.
get a response. Yes.
You're
It's gonna be
just
a
trying
very
to
emotional response.
yeah, and it's bitch ass. Just to let you know, because every mother does the best that she can do, and every mother is not created equal, but she does the best that she can do, and that's what makes us equal. So, that was some BS that he came at her like that. But after he consoled her, they obviously have been trying to show that they have a connection. So she fell into it, and they ended up at his budget suite or whatever that is. It looks a lot like a budget suite to me. And she wakes up, and he's watching her sleep. They didn't have any like relations or nothing, but he's watching her sleep, which is equally as intimate. And she just looks at him, and she reveals to him that her daughter is gone. And that's what you were looking for in the last episode. You were trying to figure out what happened to the little girl.
Well, yeah, but she just said she's gone. Like, what
She said she's gone, and she basically alluded to the fact that the daughter is no longer with us. You
Yeah,
know,
I just want to. I want to know. Like, I figured that because I knew what happened, but I just when I said that, I wanted to know, like, what.
we don't
I,
know what happened. I still don't know what happened because I haven't been paying attention, or maybe they just haven't shown it yet. But they shown something happening to her. They show some sort of incident with a child, and then they also show her leaving. But she said that her daughter is gone, and she basically alluded to, like I said, that she's no longer with us. And well, I guess they're just revealing different parts and different layers of each character slowly for us, so we can stay into it. That's why I think they've already been here for season two, and if that's true, congratulations. Okay, congratulations is definitely important because I love the show. So she ready to leave. He's apologizing for coming at her like that when he finds out that her daughter is not here. He feels horrible, obviously, because you're not supposed to talk about people's situation when you don't know what the hell you're talking about. But she gets ready to leave, and on her way out, she grabs his hands and she touches his wedding band, which is on his ring finger. He's wearing it, you know, and she says she's a lucky woman, basically talking about his wife. And I'm like, okay, well, if that's how you feel that she's lucky, maybe she is. He seems like a good guy, you know, and like I tell everybody, sometimes good guys do bad stuff. So sometimes you might have a good man. He might be done fuck somebody else sometime. I mean,
The
you
last
are then that's not,
is
but I mean, shit happens. If like we talked about before, if you're in a relationship long enough, you're gonna go through something. So,
she had
um,
asked in the last episode when she saw his wedding ring. She was, at breakfast, she was like, "What's her name?"
okay, so
And
you're breaking up on here for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe you should just sit there and look pretty for a second. I don't know if you're
oh,
breaking
don't
up.
Cynthia!
Like,
I know you didn't just Kim and Cynthia me and tell me just be a pretty face. Okay.
no, yeah, because you're breaking up and lagging. So you just should let me get through this, and then we'll talk about it or try to. So, anyways, she goes outside as she's leaving him. She jumps in her bucket, and they show her running around in those different wigs and those different looks that she purchased, cashing all this money in. That yeah, he was found and in his feelings. He was, he was when he said that. So I'm glad that he apologized. But they show her jumping into her bucket and she running around picking up all this money in these different looks and different ways that she had got under that Lakeisha Savage identity. And she getting it in. She like 9,000 a wop. She hitting them. It seemed like she should have enough for a house by now, or at least to say the damn club. So they go from her and they show Lil Murda walking up to the front of the pink, and he going back to the front of the line again, like he do trying to get in as VIP, and Diamond checking him again. He like, get your ass to the back of the motherfucking line, okay? And I'm here for it. I just love the manliness that Diamond has. Something about him. But he like, no, we VIP tonight, you know. And then out walks Uncle Clifford and says, "No, go ahead and let him in. It's cool. Go ahead and let him in. It's cool." Because we know what's going on with that. Say so he let his little boyfriend in or whatever, and they go in and they kicking it. Everything good. They sit down, him and his little entourage. Mercedes, they show Mercedes sitting in her car outside, and Autumn walking up to work for the evening, and Mercedes in the car hating. She just talking all kind of shit about the girl. For some reason, she does not like Autumn. And I have seen this before with, you know, certain women with different complexions, and and all complexions actually treat other women of other complexions different. You know, so I don't know what it is. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with that or why she's tripping. But go ahead. Why she tripping? But it definitely seemed like it's something going on, and she feels some sort of way about this girl. She feels some sort of way about her. I don't know why. You said that in an episode or two ago too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So after that, she gets in the dressing room and she goes to her locker. Mercedes does, and she realizes that the girls done decorated for her, and that they about to send her out in style because this is Mercedes' last dance. Mercedes Sundays is everything is going up. It's about to be lit. And she gets emotional, and I got emotional too. I was like, "Oh," she was like, "Which one of you bitches made me mess up my mascara?" I was like,
Right.
"Lash over here about to fall off too, Mercedes." I had to put you back up and redo it. I'm so serious. Like I just got so emotional about that. And they sent her off in style. They helped her get ready. You know, that's when you see the camaraderie and the sisterhood come out. It was like, yeah, but you finna go out. And they got her together and she looked good.
Yes, she
She
did.
looked good. That outfit that they pulled out that box for her, it was for her. It
Yes, it
was good.
was.
She
It
looked good.
was. It was.
She looks good. So before she goes out, obviously she in the back, she's gonna likely go on last. So she's in the dressing room and she's talking to Mississippi, and Mississippi basically like, what I'm gonna do is the club close. I can't do nothing. Her all of her insecurities start showing. She like, this is all I know, and that made me feel bad for her. I mean, people don't see, some women don't see that they have all sorts of talents. If you can do a job like that, you can do any job. You can do any job. That's the honest truth right there. So you may need some training, but most jobs train, so it's nothing to worry about like that. Like you, if it's something you don't want to do, something you want to get into, you can do it. But that's basically what she told her. That's what Mercedes told her. She was like, "What do you want to do? You can do whatever you want to do." And I like that encouragement in Mercedes. I like that OG shit. Like she really be hitting them with game. She really be trying to give it to them. Like, hey, I've been doing this. I'm almost done. So we are coming to the end of this commentary, and we have just a little bit more to go. Basically, they show Lil Murder out there trying to get the DJ. After that scene, they show Lil Murder out there trying to get the DJ to play his song for Mercedes set. DJ like, this is her last dance too. You got to talk to her about that. So Sadie's coming out the back, out the dressing room like an OG. She walking through the room, working the room. She see the dude, May. She go right up to him, and they have a toast to new beginnings. Lil Murder walk up. Man, and these dudes about to get with him. They about to tear his ass up, and Sadie's let him know it's okay. And so she hollered at him real quick, and he just wish her luck basically on her last dance. They show Mama get out the car and step on Sadie's last dance flyer. That no good Mama. I don't know where she was at because she didn't go into the club or nothing like that. But Sadie goes into the office and has a moment real quick with Uncle Clifford, and it was a special moment. It was basically, he was like, "This is the last time you walking in this office, huh?" And he was like, "Turn around." And she was like, "Oh, so you putting me out now?" And he was like, "That's what a OG do." And so she turned around. He looked at, they showed her ass, and she was looking real good from the back. And he was like, "That's how I want to remember." And so she looked like she wanted to cry a little bit. She got so emotional, and but she walked out, and she gets a call immediately walking out the office. It's her mama. Her mama say, "Do you want me to come to the club?" I guess, and she like, "No, don't come up here. I'll meet you wherever." So she's supposed to be meeting her down where her gym's supposed to be. Autumn is in the dressing room at the time, and she asked for a couple parting words of advice. Sadie said, "Always clock the S's in this bitch, because you never know when you need to make a window into a door or something," she said. And I guess Autumn had tried to correct her, but she said, I said what I said, and I meant what I said. Rookie gonna learn." Uh, they go to the Little Murder Crew, and one of his folks hit him with the, "Oh, I heard you everybody's punk." Because he was like, they was having some sort of exchange. And Lil Murder was like, "I ain't no punk. I ain't your punk." And the boy was like, "I heard you everybody's punk." So apparently, something's going around out here, you know,
Down in town.
around the
Some
town.
go around in town.
So they start fighting. Lil Murder fuck him up. They end up putting them both out. Sadie's leave get to go meet her mama and get the check. She took the money and she leaves to go get the money from her mama. She meets her up at the gym where her gym is supposed to be. The realtor is outside. She's like, "Somebody already got it." She's like, "No, my mama be here with the check in just a second, I promise." Girl, the mama walks out of the gym where the gym's supposed to be, and the realtor like, and she like, "Mama?" Mercedes like, "Mama?" And the realtor like, "This your mama?" Oh shit! And she get on. She get the fuck real fast. So
She get the fuck ASAP.
ASAP. So the mama come
She
over and
ready
talk
to get
to
the
me.
fuck
She got the fuck.
ASAP.
Yes. So she comes over to talk to Mercedes, the mama do, and and Mercedes like, "Mama, what's going on? Where my money? I need my money. I got to put this money on this gym." She said, "I've been praying on it, and I've been talking to the Lord, and the Lord told me to do it." And she was like, "Why you working at my gym?" And the mama was like, "This not your gym. This gonna be my church. I've been praying on it."
But I can barely hear you. I can barely hear you.
And can you hear me now?
It switched up to a
Can you hear
different.
me? Can you hear me
No,
now?
I can hear you. I can hear you, but it just sounds different. But
Okay,
go
hold
ahead.
on. Okay. Okay, I just want to make sure you can hear me.
Sika says she whooped her ass.
See y'all jumping ahead. So
Go ahead.
anyway, you weren't even supposed to put that up yet. So anyways, she say, this gonna be my church. And she like, what you mean? The mama done took the $20,000 deposit and put it on a church instead of giving it to her daughter. She just stole her money. Mercedes snatched her ass so good they got to fight. She started whooping her ass. Meanwhile, back at the club, the crowd want Mercedes. They chant, Mercedes, Mercedes, Mercedes. So Uncle Clifford trying to
You want
say,
to try something? No. You need to go out and come back in.
okay,
Your audio is not right. Everybody, we will continue as soon as my sis gets back. I promise you, we are all the
I'm
way
here.
up.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, so they go back to the club, and everybody want Mercedes. It's supposed to be her last dance. This her night. She finna get up, and she not there. The crowd is chanting, Mercedes, Mercedes, where Mercedes? They want her. They about to pay her some money. She gonna go out with thousands of dollars. But anyway, Uncle Clifford go to the back. He nervous. He's like, who gonna go on? Who gonna go on?
Which one of y'all gonna go home?
Mississippi ends up agreeing to do it. A little murder outside, and he hear his song. He get all emotional. Um, Mississippi in there fucking it up. First of all, they say
Yes.
M-I, quick a letter I,
Ah,
quick a letter I,
my
back,
back.
That
Yeah.
shit hype me up so good every time. I'll be like, listen, she get on the pole and kill it. Yes, Sika, she kills it every time. That she was made for this. I swear, she just is gifted on the pole. It's an art form. She looks like a painting, a mural when she's up there. She looks like just I don't know. I can't explain it. We were talking about art earlier. She is poetry in motion on the pole, literally. It's
Absolutely.
everything. Like I said, what's the name was out there getting emotional about hearing his song playing Lil Murder, and Uncle Clifford goes out there and sees him out there, and he starts talking to him, and Lil Murder like, this song about you, and Uncle Clifford's like, really? Well, if it is, then prove it. They go into the office, they start kissing, and
Oh,
he ripped that fishnet off of him in the back after he took his stuff off, ripped the fishnet off his ass. Lil Murder ripped the fishnet off of Uncle Clifford's ass, smacked his ass, and was about to get busy. And I think he would have went in there with no protection if Uncle Clifford hadn't stopped him. But Uncle Clifford was like, "You think you just gonna be jumping all in this like that?" No. And he went and got a condom and made him put that on so they could have protected sex. But Lil Murder done went into the thing, and they back there going at it. They
through
getting
all of
it.
that, I feel like I saw some real titties. I feel like Uncle Clifford got some real titties.
He got a fat chest, but they not titties though.
Where he got them real titties from, but it was some real titties.
So Mississippi's still on the stage. She working it. working the stage, handling it. She getting down, she picking it up. It's everything. And they still back there in the office getting down. I mean, bang, 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 bang. It's this show is so graphic and so visual. It's like seriously the real deal. This is a cable TV show. This is definitely not made for regular TV.
They can
Um,
say you got real titties. Okay.
they end the episode with Mercedes and her mama going to jail. That was sad.
Yeah.
That was sad that that had to happen like that. But I could have spotted that a mile away. I could have told you she wasn't gonna get that 20,000 back, and I could have told you that mama was dirty
Yeah.
like I did.
Yeah. Mama dirty like a
No
pig.
good trifling bitch.
She's terrible.
She is. I couldn't even imagine having a parent like that. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. So I'm glad that you guys were able to get through this with us. Sika, if you want to come on and talk about this real quick, we can send you the link and you can talk about it with me. I have a feeling we're gonna lose Misha because she looking real sleep like and ready to go to bed.
I'm up out of here,
But if you want to come on
baby.
real quick, you can come on. But we thank our angels for watching, and we thank
And
you
they in the
for
back
tuning in
getting
with us.
it in.
Yeah, 'cause
There
this
was
is a lot. Oh, she said, yeah, send her the link real quick. She want to talk about this because this is the episode that she was able to catch, honey. Yeah, this show it has been very well put together. It really does show the real side of, for me, the strip club. Um, I've been involved as a young person with the naked hustle, so to speak, sex work, whatever you want to call it, and it just is very. It seems very real to me, you know. And I like the show. I like the way that they depict the girls. I like the way the girls are being protected because most of the time it's not like that. Most of the time, the people that be working for the club be trying to have sex with the girls and assaulting some of the girls here and there. I mean, that happens a lot. So I'm glad that that's not the story that's being told, and that seems to be a different side of it. Girls be fighting in the back, all kind of stuff. But that's I guess for another show, and at least not this one yet. Maybe later on we'll maybe see some tussles in the dressing room between girls, because I just knew that when Autumn had jumped up on stage on Mercedes said when they was getting that pole work in, that Mercedes was gonna handle her ass in the back. Excuse me. I mean a little sauce. I don't know, maybe see some tussles in the dressing room between girls.
It's so funny.
I'm just saying. But did you send Sikataki the link?
Yes.
She had said, "Yup." I don't know if she was coming in or not. Maybe she had to go give herself a judge real quick. You know how we had to do before this thing, get ourselves.
Oh, there
Oh,
she
by the way,
is. Sexy Sika coming in.
okay.
Coming in hot.
Oh shit! Hey y'all,
Hey, lady.
girl. You know I could not wait to talk about this episode because
Girl.
I didn't get to catch it. I didn't get to see none of it. I really wasn't. What? I'm busy right now. When I get done, I will make your plate, kids. Anyway, so yeah, I was like shocked. I was stunned on the shit that I seen because of how you was describing the show and how graphic everything is,
Yeah.
how real it is. To me, it's so real because it's like, especially Mr. Uncle, what's his name? Uncle Cliff.
Uncle Clifford.
Like you never like niggas be pretending, but you never know how they really get down. Be the hardest one. Be liking it though. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, oh, I was like stunned when, and then the old pimp. I'm just jumping all over the place. The dude, that's trying to get over to get all the properties, make his casino.
Yeah, the
Foul.
man.
The mama's off the motherfucking chain. Now I see why you call it old Bible thumping hoe. Hey, the pastor, they was all like on the pulpit, like, get her ass off the.
Yes, yes. After he done said he might
He
try her out
grabbed the
as
shit
long
out
as
of
you
her
pay the
ass and
money.
threw her in the back. She was mad as a mother. I was so happy he grabbed her. I said, get her. Pat, boy, you gonna get up because she's trying to take over your church. And I haven't seen any of the episodes, so it was just like, and then oh girl, she killed it. Mississippi, she really did. She's
Yes,
on that stage. Yeah. I did not think that girl was going to fight her mama. But when they were rumbling in that parking lot, I went to jail.
girl.
So I think she's going to still be dancing now because
Yes,
of what happened. So she can figure out how to sue her mama or get whatever, however she get it. You know what I'm saying? And then, oh girl, duffel bag girl. I call her duffel bag girl. What job she got? How is she getting this money and transferring? What's she doing? Cashing
girl.
checks?
Lakeisha Savage, she must have came up on one, honey, because Lakeisha Savage was a bad girl, honey, because she getting all the money.
I'm talking like, what's she doing? She going to cash checks? What's she doing? She got a little plug.
I
Like
don't
nobody
know
know
what
what she
she's
really
doing.
do.
She's transferring money
Right.
from somewhere to Lakeisha Savage, and she picking it up in different places. Where it's coming from, I don't know.
So is that her? Is she transferring the money to herself? Like I'm.
She's not Lakeisha Savage.
Oh.
She got that identity. If you had seen the first episode, you would see that she was involved in some sort of natural disaster. I think it was Hurricane Katrina or something like that, some sort of flood. And she was in an abusive relationship and she had to flee all of that. And so she
Mhm.
found a suitcase with that identity and an outfit in it that she could fit. And it was high end and it made her look good and conservative. And that's how she ended up going to the strip club to apply for a job and get a job. She went in that outfit and
Mm.
she's been trying
Okay.
to get the ID since. So she said her name is Haley, her real name, but that's yet to be found out too. Like, I don't know.
I think Mercedes kind of
Because,
like feeling like she's gonna be, she goes to come in and take over. I haven't really seen her dance, but that's the type of animosity I see she got with her. You know what I'm saying? Because when she got through hustling, she was late to work. She was sitting in the car like this bitch. And
yeah,
like, why you envy her so much, bruh? Like at the end of the day, you on your way out. Somebody got to take over, whether it's Mississippi, her, whoever. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
think he did say it to Uncle Cliff like that bitch could take y'all money or some shit like that.
she
Was
did
he
make a
talking about
comment
her?
though.
Was
She
he
was
talking
like,
about the light skinned
do
girl?
you know why the OG got the biggest locker? Because she earned it. So I
Right,
felt that too. I get it. I think
right,
that she
right. You
feels
gotta
like,
earn it, yeah.
she feels like Autumn don't have to work as hard as she had to work, and because she has a lighter complexion,
I was
and
just about to say that because she light skinned.
yeah, she made that comment before. She said all she did was lay there looking all light when they had did the VIP room real quick, and it'd be like that. It'd be like that.
Yeah,
People trying to act like they on the bandwagon for us chocolate medium to chocolate girls now, but they wasn't always. They did want light skin or whatever.
yeah.
And I remember being told multiple times when I was young, I like light skin girls or whatever. And I've heard people tell
See,
me
I've
that.
never been told that because I've always been told that I was light skinned, and it's
Yeah,
interesting
somebody told me
because
that
we're
recently. Like, I
twins.
like girls light, and I was like, I'm not light skin like that. He was like, yes, you are. And I was like, okay.
Okay.
I mean, I never consider myself light girl because I know I can go from medium to chocolate real quick. All I got to do is get in the pool a couple of times. So I never consider myself a light complexion or a person with a light complexion. I just
Right.
don't. I know I'm brown skinned, but I
Yeah.
feel like I'm dark skinned. Y'all see my arms? Like I feel like I'm dark skinned.
And I loved her outfit. I promise you, Mercedes'
Anyway, I'm
outfit
not
was
gonna go
fly.
off the subject. It's so weird to see the dynamic between brown skinned woman or dark skinned woman,
Hmm.
the light skinned woman in the club like that. And
Right, right.
I would imagine that there is a money disparity as well. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
as far as the cash flow goes.
Mhm. I was upon to see the sex scene. Like I'm really not into porn and stuff like that. So for me to see it, a whole beard, man, titties, like I felt some type of way. I was like,
Girl, they gave it like this show is really committed, it
I
seems to
was
me, to
like,
telling the full stories. Yes, I was like,
and it looked like it was for real.
yes, yes, yes.
I don't know if it was acting. Like like when you get on and you get on, you get put on.
Yes,
I
I was
could
All
not
these people are
believe it.
new to me in the industry. I don't know none of these characters or nobody. I haven't really seen them in any movies or nothing like that. So to be casted and to take on that role as I don't know if he's straight. He might be gay too. The dude might be gay. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I was just like, I don't know how many niggas I know
well, let's
that.
go ahead and end the show here. Thank you, everybody, for watching with us
Yeah, I'm
all the
hungry.
way until the end. And we love all of our angels, whether you know it or not. If you have subscribed, liked, or commented on the West Coast Belle's channel, you are one of Belle's angels. And that's just the way it is. And we love you for it. So thank you. Yes, we love you. We love you.
I'm holding my phone. I gotta have the heart.
Yes. Um, and if you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell for your bells.
Please hit the bell for your bells.
Please hit the bell for your bells. All right.
Good night.